Greetings from the Great Lakes state of Michigan. My name's TJ. Thanks everyone for coming back for another segment of Michigan Conservative Roundtable. A shout out to all our subscribers. Just yesterday we hit 500, so thanks everyone. And at the behest of my brother, a special shout out to him, whose initials, they're TJ also. So hey there, TJ. We find ourselves in a storm, a perfect political storm. How do I define a perfect political storm? This is how I define it. The Democrats, given their political pragmatism, they've gone to depths not seen before. Their vilification of us, how dare we oppose them? They've unleashed Antifa. They attack us with little or no consequence. Don't even gather and protest against them, or you'll be attacked and shut down. This COVID-19 bovine excrement, how it's been weaponized against us during this election. The media, they've propagated against us. They're upset that we switched to Newsmax, OAN, or some other news source. Our growing interest in Parler and MeWe as alternatives to Twitter and Facebook, that's upset them. And going to these platforms, they now accuse us of spreading disinformation. The compromised Dominion voting system. The mail-in ballot fraud. The more I hear about Republican gains nationwide, the angrier I become over this presidential election. We're supposed to believe that given all these gains, President Trump still lost the election. The D.C. swamp in every facet is arrayed against us. The never-Trumpers colluding with the thieving Democrats. The gutless D.C. Republicans that don't have the belly for the fight that we're in. I've always said the Democrats are out to destroy me, and the Republicans are content to look the other way. Now more than ever, this applies. This is the perfect storm for stealing an election. I'm reminded of one of my favorite movies. It's based on a book, and it's called The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. I highly recommend the movie. If you haven't seen it, you got to see it. There's a scene in the movie that comes directly from the book. Jim Caviezel plays the character Edmond Dantes. He's disguised as the Count of Monte Cristo. He's intent on revenge. And in attending a dinner party, delivers a short speech. And while it was intended for a young man in celebration of him, Edmond Dantes, the Count of Monte Cristo, delivers these words for all in attendance to hear. Life is a storm, my young friend. You will bask in the sunlight one moment, be shattered on the rocks the next. What makes you a man is what you do when that storm comes. You must look into that storm and shout as you did in Rome. Do your worst, for I will do mine. Then the fates will know you as we know you. So writes Alexandre Dumas in The Count of Monte Cristo. Lynn Wood, one of the attorneys that is representing President Donald Trump, he believes, aside from the fact that he believes this election is being stolen, he believes the popular vote for Trump could be as many as 80 million. What would happen if 80 million people marched on D.C. and yelled, "Do your worst, for I will do mine"? What do you think would happen? My concern is this is no small storm that can be easily weathered. There's no pulling out the umbrella and the galoshes for this one. Now I've read reports that the never-Trumpers are endorsing the Democrat candidates in the Georgia Senate runoff election. You have to ask yourself, how deluded are these people in opposing us? These never-Trumpers are more dangerous than the Democrats. In closing, I'm compelled to reference another quote from Alexandre Dumas, and it's also from the Count of Monte Cristo. It reads, "The difference between treason and patriotism is only a matter of dates." That's it. I've said my piece. As always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.